All right, no, I'm glad that you care about the business.
I do. Wait a minute. I need a mint.
Oh, yes. Yes, you do.
Thanks. Okay, take two.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing you got one because they're going to notice, any kind of bad breath on camera. Hi, Randy. What are we talking about today?
I can't talk. I'm chewing a mint.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, no, seriously. I got good news, I got bad news.
Okay, hit me with I like the good news first.
Okay.
Because then I can storm off. If it's bad, I can leave.
I went to the doctor today and I got a good report.
You did? Okay, good. Great.
The bad news?
What?
I lost 15 pounds. Sounds good, right?
Since your last report.
The problem was I had lost 30 pounds.
Yes.
Before the holidays, and it got away from me, and here I am back. I'm 15 pounds down, but now we're
15 pounds up from holidays.
Yeah, and 40 days.
Not we.
40 days away from my son's wedding, where I need to be down to 190.
Yeah, so when does that start?
Now.
Okay,
no.
okay.
So every week I'll give you another report, like as if you care about my weight.
Okay, no more mints. Those have sugar in them. Okay. All right,
Okay.
So anyway, we have other good news, though. Business good news.
Business
to
good
share
news.
with everyone.
Which is what?
The auction this weekend. I cannot wait because I watched the podcast last Friday and I just kind of zoomed through all the talking and the yickety yakking and stuff just to look, to see how I was looking in it all. And it came up again in the middle of the night when I was sleeping in my headphones and my sleep mask. And I listened to the entire podcast and it was fabulous. I had no idea how wonderful this auction is that's coming up this Saturday, February 7th, the Banister collection. Oh my gosh, you guys have got first watch the podcast.
There's some really rare items in this. I mean, and you know what I like about it is it's such a wide variety. It's not just weapons, it's not just uniforms.
Right.
The paper goods in this, the battle plans from D-Day.
Yeah,
I mean,
on.
The documents in this are just so rare.
So rare.
I mean, we've been talking about this for 9 months.
I know. This weekend is the day.
We started on this project back in April of last year, and here we are. And you know what? To do it right, I think we really have done it right. You've contacted everybody.
Yeah.
This last weekend we were at Louisville. And
how did that go? The show shows. How was it?
Oh my God, it's a good show.
Did you buy us a cannon?
No, I didn't. But you know what?
But I'm sure you found something else.
Stupid me. I look under a table, and there's a machine gun, a water-cooled machine gun I really wanted. I saw the price, and I said, "Oh, I should buy that." I walked 5 tables away and said, "You know what? I got to go back and get that," and it's gone already. Boom, just like that. And now I'm mad at myself.
Yeah.
But,
wow.
That's typical at a show. You know what you want. You know the prices in your range. Take it. Don't screw around. It doesn't last.
Right.
Good stuff sells, and it sells fast.
And that's what's going to happen this Saturday.
That's going to happen,
with the Banister. All this good stuff is going to sell. Yes. I bet a lot of it will go overseas, maybe.
Very possible.
I don't know.
There's so much stuff going overseas because especially American stuff. For years and years, I mean, here in the United States, we've traded in German and Japanese and everything. Well, all the American GIs, when they came home, they brought all their stuff with them.
Right.
They didn't leave their uniforms and everything over there. And of course, they weren't the victors, so they weren't grabbing stuff for the spoils of war. They weren't grabbing war trophies or anything. We were the victors. We brought everything here. Now, other countries are buying up American uniforms and weapons and historical data like I hope the D-Day plans, the invasion plans, stay right here in the United States. That would be nice.
That'd be great.
So
So check out the catalog. Everything's online at donleyauctions.com. The auction is this Saturday, February 7th. The doors open at 8 a.m. Auction starts at 10. However, we will have a preview on Friday, the day before, from noon to 7 p.m. You got to come out. Come out and see us.
Mm-hmm. And to that point, let's walk around a little bit.
All right. Let's walk around.
Yeah. Original jump jackets from the war. Extremely rare, hard to find.
Jacket.
This is a great piece. 82nd Airborne with a 505 patch on it. I mean, it's just cool as can be. More a jump jacket, a paratrooper Ike here. I mean, so there's not a lot of uniforms in this auction, but they're good uniforms in this auction. And some of the good, crazy stuff that's in here is wild, like this piece here. I mean, I absolutely love this.
Oh, yeah.
It's, again, we've shown you this in the past. It's just a neat piece. I think it's Romanian, isn't it? Romanian.
Yes.
Used by the Germans. Used by the Germans. Who brings this home? Oh, gee, I'm going to pack this in my duffel bag and send it home to Ma. Just crazy, the fact that this stuff got back over here as war souvenirs and war trophies. But here it is, thank God.
Hi, my name is John, and I'm the military specialist here at Donley Auctions. And I grabbed a selection of things that I think are neat. And I hope you think they're neat too. When there's so much good stuff, there's always other good stuff that's just kind of under the radars. What we have here are 7 presidential land grants. And what's neat is, back in the day, presidents up until Andrew Jackson, I think Andrew Jackson may have been the first president to say, I don't have any time for this. Presidents had to sit down and sign these documents. The writing is a bit faded on these, but it says where the property boundaries are. The bottom line is, in testimony, whereas I, James Monroe, President of the United States, given under my hand the city of Washington on the 5th day of August in the year of our Lord 1823, and of the independence of the United States, so they actually count how many years since the United States became independent. That's a very important thing to note. By the president, and then James Monroe. I think these are really neat because a stack of these goes through and the president sits there with his quill pen and signs all these things. Moving over on the table, we have it's an M1941 Johnson rifle. They were issued in limited numbers. The Marines, I guess, used these in the Pacific. It shoots a .30-06 caliber round. Johnson Automatics, model in 1941, made in Providence, Rhode Island. These are fairly uncommon. They're definitely unique looking. They have the barrel recoils when you shoot. You take your shot and the barrel will recoil to adjust. People love these things. They're definitely a unique piece. We also have a precision timepiece. During the war, you'd have your pocket watch, but it's in a case, aircraft navigational, and it's marked U.S. properties. But what's neat is the case comes off. You can access the watch. It's got a protective cover to make sure that nothing happens to it. If I'm on an airplane and you hit some turbulence, it will keep the watch from being ruined. It's basically a Hamilton pocket watch. Still runs. You open up the insides of it. The mechanism is beautiful inside. So this is a neat piece of precision instrumentation that's come our way. Finally, we have a grouping from a Navy COXSWAIN Coxswain. He drove a ship. What we have here are a selection of discharge papers. We have a picture of him and his bride. His ID tag, John D. Wilson, U.S. Navy, with a couple of coins from England. And what's neat is we have, of course, discharge papers and such. Here is a map of Operation or Exercise Tiger. So there were a couple of exercises carried out before the invasion of Normandy. This is off the coast of Slapton Sands. To have a map that's still marked secret, as a driver of a Higgins boat, again, his job was to get the troops the closest to the shore and safely as possible. So This is a map that he would have used for the exercise. This was a collection collected by John Banister. The collection comes with a 3 or 4 page letter from Thomas Wilson, the son of John Davis Wilson. So basically it talks about how he and a buddy went to go sign up for the Marine Corps. The office was closed, so they went next door and they joined the Navy. During countless practices off Portsmouth, they were ready as could get. Shortly before D-Day, some stupid Navy CO ordered the practice landings to continue on a day when storms in the area were causing waves above the limits. Dad and Frankie and their passengers made it. Dad says he drove the boat with the hand of God. So June 6th, he was assigned to Utah Beach Head on Normandy Coast, and his boat hit the beach on the 3rd wave of that morning. His 3rd trip in, the boat took a direct hit from a minor shell. What we have here is a pretty broad selection of the stuff that is up for auction this Saturday. See you at the auction.
Right now, I'm finishing up the license plate auction, which is coming up March 5th. I'm almost finished with descriptions here. As you can see, we've got them all spread out. There's quite a few. I think there's going to be over 600 lots in this auction. So once I'm finishing with descriptions, which should be today, then they get lotted and hopefully will be up online beginning of next week. So you'll have a month to look at them. What I got right here is a very rare set repossessor plates. I mean, these were not a lot of these. Were for people who could legally repossess automobiles if you were behind on your payments or whatever. So this is one of many great plates here. I mean, there's all kinds of great plates. Illinois sample plate. There's vanity plates here. There's rare. So if you're a license plate collector, check us out. Auction's going to be March 5th online at Donley Auctions.
So first thing we're going to talk about here, Tucker, is this the in-person experience, and then kind of like when you're bidding online, you have to make sure that you get your bid in sooner than later, okay? But if you want to do a phone bid, you give me a call and I will do a phone bid for you, okay? Does that make sense?
Ready to do a phone bid, Tuck?
Okay.
Yeah, our buddy. Right. Our buddy. If you have a museum or historical society or what have you, and you're in this quandary, what do? We've had things donated to us that really don't fit in to our scope, their scope of the collecting in the museum. So many times stuff just gets, for lack of better words, dumped on the museums. Oh, it's an easy way, families, they just
get rid of it, yeah.
Yeah, and donation is the easy way. Well, not for a museum that has to store this stuff and just keep it forever. Now, most museums have a deaccessioning process, and the best, easiest way to do it is at auction. So we can help you. Donley Auctions, we travel everywhere. I'm on my way to Florida this week to
on Super Bowl Sunday, by the way.
Super Bowl Sunday means nothing to me.
No,
sorry.
I don't even think he knows who's playing.
As a matter of fact, I swear I don't. The Bears aren't in it. Oh well.
See what I have to live
the
with.
Bears.
Next year.
Next year.
But no, they're not in it, so you're not missing much at all.
So at any rate, I'll be on the road picking up a collection, as a matter of fact, and we can help you. Again, deaccession, it's done so that it's done ethically, legally, and everybody's happy, and we'll get it into a new set of hands.
All right, so that's great.
What have you got on your
Well,
notes?
mine is very specific to the actual auction itself. I need to talk about how an actual auction runs. For those of you who come here live or are bidding from your home, I need to share this information with you because I've noticed, I don't know, probably the last year or so, we get some of the same questions and concerns from customers that I want to nip in the bud right away because they obviously are not aware of how an auction runs behind the scenes. So the best way to see an auction is how?
Live in person.
You need to
come
be
here.
Come here. If you're in Florida, fly out. We have hotels in the area. We've got all kinds of stuff set up. But it gives you a chance to actually see the items,
pick it up, touch it, really look at it,
smell
examine it.
Do all of that.
We always do our best to write up great descriptions and photographs, but you know what? We don't want to miss anything either. We
don't want to miss it
you
either.
to make your own
but
decision.
I'm talking specifically about bidding live
Okay,
Bidding
let's
live
talk about it.
is the way to go because you can see who else is bidding. You can hear the auctioneer, what increment you're using.
fun experience,
You can raise your hand immediately. All of that gets done instantaneously with your bids. If you are bidding at home, online, this is important, so I'm going to read my notes. No bids are sent to my clerk until the auctioneer opens up the bidding with the starting bid. It's kind of like a starting gun that goes off. So I want to use this metaphor of a horse race game to explain how this works. The starting gun goes off, all of the bids from all of our bidding platforms run from the gate
Into our computer.
and through the internet to our server. Okay? Some of them could be lagging, some of them are slow, some of them can't keep up. It all depends on your processing speeds at home, internet speeds, all kinds of things like that. So we have no control over that. Milliseconds matter when you're bidding online. So I hope your bid gets in and you win by a nose because that's how you're going to do it. And we do not want to miss your bids. So definitely let us know if you have any questions because we want to make sure all bids get in on this wonderful auction. What I hear all the time are people who say, I had a $3,000 bid. We also had another $3,000 bid from another buyer. You didn't take my bid, you took their bid. Well, it depends on how fast your horse is running. Does that make sense? You can get in there by, win by a nose. That close, we're talking milliseconds from the time your bid reaches our server.
Okay, so correct me.
Okay.
We have 3 different bidding platforms.
Correct.
And people pre-bid.
They can pre-bid a month in advance if they
want.
want.
So a month in advance, there could be all 3 servers having that same amount, 3,000, 3,000,
Yes.
3,000. Everybody thinks they're the high bidder because they are on their platform.
Yes.
They don't know there's other platforms that have the same bid. Who gets it?
So, like I said, the starting gun goes off. All of those signals go into our server simultaneously.
So the first one that comes through.
The first one that comes
gets
through,
it.
yes. So I want to explain. They race across the internet to our server. We have no control over any lags or processing speeds. Some horses are just not as fast, and the auctioneer has to take the first bid that populates the clerk's screen. Okay? If 2 people have the same bid, that horse that arrives first by a nose wins. That's the bid we take. It doesn't matter when the bid was placed. It matters when the starting gun goes off and the signals go to our server.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
So we do get phone calls from time to time, say, wait a minute, I had a bid in, that's what it sold for. And then they'll say to us, and it says,
Floor bidder.
floor bidder, and that's
Yes.
not necessarily the case, is it, Susan?
That is not the case. Floor bidder, when you see that on your screen, is a generic term that applies to other platforms. It can be the 2 other platforms are considered a floor bidder, an absentee bidder, a house bidder, a phone bid. Any of that is considered a floor bidder when you're bidding online, and you see that, it just means somebody else got it. That's all.
Well,
It doesn't mean that anybody here specifically.
And a different auction platform doesn't want you to know
Who else we're using.
if
Yeah.
High Bid won it. Live Auctioneers doesn't want it to say
One at high bid.
high bid
Yeah.
or proxy bid, or
Exactly.
proxy bid doesn't want anybody to know Live Auctioneers got it, because then those bidders may jump ship and go to a different bidding platform because
That's
they
correct.
think it's faster.
They don't want to advertise for other places for
Exactly.
them to
So
go.
it says
However,
floor bidder,
Yes.
even though it's not really. It's just a different bidder.
yes. However, I would like to advertise for our bidding platform, DonleyAuctions.com. We have our very own bidding platform. Number one, it's less expensive to use. Did you guys know that? You save 2% on the online bidding fees if you use us. You can go to the other ones if you want, but I'm just saying
That can be some
it's a
significant
significant
money.
amount of money, especially because the other platforms are raising their fees on credit card fees, and they charge sales tax to everybody else.
And there's some bidding platforms that now make you use their shipping, which
Yes.
can be a nightmare.
I think that's going to be a whole nother podcast. We're going
Okay,
to talk
yeah,
about
let's-
shipping in another segment, so stay
Okay.
tuned for that. But this specifically is about where to bid. Number one, bid live here with us. Number two, put an absentee bid in online if you want, but make sure you're watching the auction, because that bid that you put in advance is probably going to be a little bit faster, because there's no human lag, is what it's called. It's like, for you, the time to take to press the button to put a bid in is a human lag. If you place that bid in advance, it goes a little bit faster through. But if your max bid is not met, or they bid over it, you're not going to be able to bid again unless you're watching the auction. Does that make sense?
That makes
Okay,
sense.
good. So that's what I'm recommending. For anything that's really high end, high value, something you must have, anything over $1,000, one item over $1,000, you know, I cannot live without this, call us. I want to put you on the phone. That way you can bid directly through me. I'm a fast horse, for sure. I get my bids in fast. The auctioneer, I
She's
raise
a
my
fast
hand.
horse, all right.
I get my bids in quickly, and I make sure my bids are heard loudly to the auctioneer. So phone bids are great. Being here live, because I do compete with everybody else and the online bidders, but we cannot control the speeds of how fast those bids come in to our clerk's station.
Got it.
Okay, good. I hope that makes sense. If not, give us a call at 815-923-7000. I'll be happy to explain it for the 1 millionth time.
Okay.
One thing I did want to explain a little bit further too, if you are putting in a pre-bid, put in your very, very max bid that you want to bid, because we don't start at your max bid. We start at the opening bid, which is typically half of the low estimate. So you'll start at half of the $1,500 if we're going,
If we've got a
low estimate's
$3,000 low estimate,
yeah.
we'd start at 15,
1,500,
16, 17.
and let's just say you're bidding $5,000. So you take the bids all the way up until the bidding stops. It does not mean that we're going to jump
Right.
to your max
And if you
bid.
had a $5,000 bidding, that you could still get it for $1,500, $1,600.
Yeah,
it
just-
only goes higher as long as somebody's bidding against
you, right. When the bidding stops, you win. Okay?
Sounds good.
But keep in mind, though, if your max bid is, say, $500, and we get another bid of $500, you have to be, depending on if your bid comes in faster than the other one, you have to be at $550 in order to win that.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope that makes sense. Because we want to make sure everybody gets their bids in, and that you know that we will be treating everybody fairly, and we want you to win. So for now, I'm Susan.
And I'm Randy Donley, and
And
we'll see you at the auction.